Start game. All right, here we go. I'm gonna pause the music, and we're gonna start Little Bookshop or Tiny Bookshop. Sorry, where is it? Tiny Bookshop. There we go. So this is Tiny Bookshop. Oh, can I resume the game? I can. You know what, though? I don't remember how to play. So, I'm just going to start a new game from scratch. Exit to main menu. Select save. Delete. Yes. Alright, we're going to start a new save. Oh, okay. Alright. We're going to start a new game. Today is the day. I've packed up my things, leaving everything else behind, for a quiet life by the sea. Tiny Bookshop. Waterfront Square, Monday, summer 1st. My, what a sight! You must be the new bookseller. I've heard so much about you. What? How? Oh, don't worry, I have my sources. Anyway, welcome to our quaint little town. I'm glad you've decided to stop by. I thought you might need someone to show you the ropes around here. I'm Tilda, and I used to run the local bookstore here before my retirement. Lovely to meet you. Let's see. You should know that us Bookstonians have very particular tastes in books. I, for example, prefer to read classic and crime novels, and not much else. So why don't I have a look at your selection and see if I can find something worthwhile? Bravo! You had the right book on hand. When a customer finds a book, they will keep looking for more. Sadly, you didn't have the right book on offer. Even though you may have books of the right genre, whether people actually take one home depends on your sale chance. You can check your sale chance at any time by hovering over the genres on the right. Plus 3% from Tilda. The sale chance shows the odds that someone might find a book they like. Because the chance is based on how many books you have in your shop, it will decrease as you run out of books throughout the day. Managing to sell that last book of a genre is the mark of a great bookseller. Okay. Can I see my... Picked out a travel guide. Travels of Marco Polo. Another Rebecca Hall. Okay. Oh, they're describing what they're buying. That's right. Okay. Holy crap. Okay. Hi there. You're the bookseller, right? I see you already talked to Tilda. Did she know everything about you already? Yeah, she does that. Told me all about the review before I'd even started my job there. Oh, I'm talking about the Bookstone review. It's the local paper. Yeah, I sort of write for them. My name's Fern Estrada. Glad to meet you. Your arrival is kind of the only interesting thing that's happened around here in a while. So you'll have to excuse my nosiness, but it's sort of my job to write about you now. How about you help me out by answering a few of my questions, and I'll give you a free subscription in return. You might appreciate the events calendar, and people often sell used books in the classifieds. Right, so, for the record, what made you come to Buxtonbury? Wanted an adventure. Oh, wow. I kind of feel the same way. I hope it works out for you. Okay, and, what's your first impression of the town so far? Friendly, I think. Oh, don't worry, it really is. People might be meddlesome, but they only have the best intentions. Thanks so much for the little interview. I really appreciate it. And I promise, you'll have your first copy of the review by tomorrow morning. I'll have a look around. I'll have a look at your selection now, if you don't mind. See you around? Alright, this person's definitely into travel books and fantasy novels. Factual books. The coastal wildlife of Buxton Bay. Most of the board is taken up with illustrations of the marine animals native to the local bay. You recognize a moon jellyfish with 4 purple circles. You remember seeing a stranded one at Far Beach before. Their delicate tentacles are used to catch prey such as plankton, but are harmless to humans. You also see an image of a herring gull in flight. It has a characteristically bright orange spot on its otherwise yellow bill. These scavengers can seem menacing to humans, but they are trying to adjust to the increasing urbanization of their habitats. They are incredibly intelligent. For example, researchers have observed them shoplifting books, presumably using them to nest in. Lastly, there's a group of small gray acorn barnacles pictured, shown to look different above and below the water surface. Were you aware that the hard bumps often found on rocks and boats are actually the shells of small arthropods? An acorn barnacle's legs poke out from the top once the tide comes in to catch plankton out of the water. Fascinating creatures. It feels like you have gained a whole new appreciation for coastal critters today. Time to close up. Buxtonbury Review, filled with articles, events, and items for sale. Thanks, Fern. The Buxtonbury Review reports on the goings-on around town. You can check today's and tomorrow's weather, and keep an eye out for upcoming events. Here you can see the money in your pocket, and all the books you own, both in your shop and in storage. Looks like they're running a little low. In the classified section, you can acquire used books to replenish your stocks. Let's give it a try. Just click to buy. Those should come in handy. Maintaining a good stock of books is an important part of any book-selling adventure. The classified section will sometimes have other bits and bobs. Let's pick up this lonely cactus. Prickly but a bit prickly, but has the heart of gold. While equipped, plus 2% to drama sale chance, plus 2% danger. Plant standing, small, dangerous. This is your item bar. From here, you can open the newspaper and customize your bookshop, amongst other things. Click here to customize your bookshop. Nice, you got a boost. Plus 2% from cactus. Some items can increase your sale chance for certain genres or change the effectiveness of other items. Watch out though, sometimes this comes at the expense of another genre. Oh, okay. Hover. Oh, okay. Oh. Oh. Cool. Books sign, a sign that says books. While equipped, plus 5% to customer count. And a folding table. People left some sweet messages in here. Nice. Welcome to Bookstore. Each day you can pick a location to visit on the map. Going to a location has a travel cost, which is based on your daily expenses as well as parking fees for the location. You'll unlock more locations as you go. For now, let's pick the waterfront square again. These are the books in your storage. Select a genre by clicking it to start stocking your shelves. Well, we definitely want drama because we have the increased sale. Stocking more books of a genre increases the odds of people finding a book they will like within that genre. Check the sale chance by hovering over the books on the right. Okay. Those sold quite a bit. Okay. Did you notice you can look around a location? Click and drag to move your view. Okay. You can interact with things by clicking on them. Pick up this buoy. Okay, so that's an item that can help my stats. And we're open for business. Seems like the telescope is out of order right now. Best check back later. Pretty sure there's a way for you to like actually see your Hey. Oh, there's other stuff we can click. Hey, welcome. How do you do? Hi there. I don't know if that's actually helping me at all. Ah, there you are. I wanted to commend you on how much you've been livening up this place. I'm sure you want to branch out in other places in town now. My friend Mary owns a very successful cafe in the town center. If I call her up and get her to give you a parking spot, you could get quite a few visitors. Good call. Yes, I know, dear. You can always trust me on these sorts of things. It's decided then. Meet me out by the Café Liberté as soon as you can. Go to the cafe and speak to Tilda. Oh, and while... Ouch. Oh, and while we're on the topic of showing your face... Whoops. I heard our dear Walter was quite impressed with your wagon. He's one of the local fishers. Why don't you go over there and introduce yourself? He should be back from his recent catch just now. Introduce yourself to Walt the sailor. Ahoy, matey. You might want to write this down, love. Having an organized diary will come in handy in our business. You know what? I still have quite a few unsold journals left over from my old shop. So here, why don't you take this one? For all your planning needs. Thanks, Tilda. There you go. I hope you make use of it. Goodbye. You got the journal. Open it at any time to check on your progress. Here you can track which genres you have sold the most of, useful for adjusting your selection. This is the total number of books you sold here. Check back here for hints and events as you discover more. Looks like this page holds little postage stamps to mark your moments in Bookstone. Introduce yourself to Walt the sailor. You'll collect these stamps as you are making contributions around town. You can also see your progress towards the stamps as well as hints and extra info. Hover over the stamp for more information. Okay. Click one of the bookmarks to quickly navigate between the different chapters of the journal. Like stamps, characters, effects. On this page you can see the different items and effects currently affecting your bookshop. Make sure to use this page if you're ever unsure what something does, or when you are trying to create the most optimized bookshop. Okay. The calendar gives you an overview of what's happened and will happen this season. Check back frequently if you're ever unsure what's going on around town. Simply left-click on one of these days to see more details. Flea market, summer bonfire, okay. Tilda while in shop. Oh, plus 5% fact sale chance. Hey, what are you doing here? So I assumed you'd be at the beach like everyone else. I'm so sorry. I already forgot that you're new. You just seem to fit in so easily. So sorry. Sorry. Here, I'll show you how to get to Far Beach, in case you want to drop by there soon. This spot is a popular destination for families in the summer. Afternoon at the seaside. Get to know the beach by visiting it 3 times. I'm not really a beach person myself, but I'm sure the crowd there will need some of your reading material. Oh, we're out of fantasy books. Oh, you can also buy books and items while out and about, but they will be put into your storage, where you can access them on the next day. Oh, there's the weekly flea market. Bookstone newcomer turns new page. Have you ever dreamt of going on an adventure and starting a humble business abroad? That's precisely what this tiny bookshop operator has done, choosing our very own Bookstone as their latest destination. When asked about their first impression, the fresh-faced bookseller finds Bookstone to be very friendly. Find out more about this new and exciting shop by visiting the waterfront tomorrow. Guest column, Moira's travelogue. Bali on a budget. Don't miss these incredible tips. Nice. Everything must go. Okay. Tons of kids' books there. Alright, I don't think there's really anything else. I'm just kind of... Oh, you know what? I gotta talk to him. Ahoy there, kiddo. How's it going? Stamp collected. Ahoy, matey. Introduce yourself to Walt the Sailor. Looks like you got a good sturdy vessel there. I have some old items lying around which I thought you might like. See if any of this is to your liking. I can't buy any of them. My friends tell me you've got some decent cargo on board, too. They've been specially enjoying your travel and classic novels. Guess I have to be careful or I might be outsold by you. Why don't we make a bet? If you can make 20 deals to my buddies, I'll admit defeat. Sell 20 books to the local sailors. Ho ho! I'm looking forward to a little competition, kiddo. Good luck. So sell classics and that. Yeah, travel and is that what he said? Classics and travel. Off we go. Looks like some items have been discounted a little. Now might be a good time to buy them. Although you could wait longer and risk someone else buying them first. Items in the seasonal section have a much slower turnover, so there's no need to hurry. But be sure to snatch them up before the season ends. Okay. Wednesday, Summer the 3rd. Year 1. Public park still in disrepair. Park management looking for volunteers. Last winter, a series of snowstorms devastated vital parts of the beloved Rye Park. Many trees were uprooted and flower beds were destroyed by strong hail. Since the beginning of the year, members of the Bookstone community have repeatedly expressed the wish for a restoration effort. Led by students of St. Bookstone University, a newly formed group of volunteers is looking for local gardeners willing to donate their precious time and resources to the much-needed repairs. Bay cluttered by buoys. Local fishers' nets are full of unregistered buoys. Lifestyle travelogues? Comedies and tragedies. Old childhood favorites. A bunch of classics. Okay. Can look around the map by clicking and dragging. We should go check out Cafe Liberté. Whoops. Do we know anything about Cafe Liberté? No. They're probably gonna like classics there, though. Gotta stock up on some fantasies. Whoop. And more drama. Cafe Liberté, Wednesday, summer the 3rd. Oh, that's just something to enjoy, okay. Your bookshop can also be impacted by unexpected sources, such as the weather, visitors, or special states. You can always read up. You can always read up what something does by looking at the tooltips. Okay, so sunny, it's just nice today. No, that's just the fountain. There you are. Stamp collected. Meet Tilda at the cafe. Go to the cafe and speak to Tilda. You rolled up to the cafe as Tilda requested. It seems like Miriam has her hands full with the cafe again, but I'm sure she'll drop by later. Now, I have something you might help me with. I've been cleaning out my old shop for months now, selling the small pieces at the flea market. This Saturday, I'm trying to move the more bulky items to the market. Help an old bookseller out, will you? They'd fit well into that little wagon of yours. Just pick them up and bring them with you to the market on Saturday. New request. Pick up all of Tilda's items at the cafe. Move it, move it. Okay. I owe you, and I'll make sure there will be lots and lots of customers in it for you. From Tilda and from Tilda. Give me a hand here, please. Sometimes people will ask for help if they can't find what they are looking for. Click the bubble to help them. They won't wait forever. Okay. Listen closely. Listen closely to people's requests and try to pick up on what kind of book they are looking for. What do you have for me today? I want something with a political message, and I can always go for a good whodunit. Pay attention to how certain parts of their requests are worded. Some things can be optional, while others are really important to your customer. People also leave some of their likes and dislikes unsaid, so make sure to put yourself in their shoes. Some requests might also be harder to fulfill than others. You can check the difficulty stars here to gauge how many books in your shelf are a good fit for your customer. Requests usually get more difficult as your stock dwindles throughout the day. Now, let's look for a book that might pique their interest. Here you can see important info about the book, including a short description. The short description, publication date, genre, author, and page count can all be helpful to inform your decision. Do you think this book is a good match? Once you've found a match, try recommending it to them. The Haunting of Hill House. Picture of Dorian Gray. Oh, it's 1984. I'm reading that right now. That's pretty political. Hobbyist bookseller. Successfully recommend a book. You're right. I feel radicalized. Hell yeah. You're welcome. Oh. You might have just found someone's favorite book. They'll buy this one and keep shopping. You're welcome. Inspired customers. Whenever you successfully recommend a book, all of your customers become inspired to pick up a book for a short time. Plus 15% to all book sales chance. Your customer just became inspired. This happens whenever you successfully recommend a book, and increases the sale chance across all genres for a short while. Nice. I remember Wuthering Heights. We're kind of just waiting for someone else to need a recommendation. Oh, you need some inspiration. What's up? Classics are my absolute favorite. I must request another one, and I'm a big fantasy fanatic. I'm on a deadline. Maybe you noticed that some books can show up across different genres. I keep thinking I'm hearing something. This doesn't impact how a customer perceives the book, but you can use it to recommend books in a genre where your customer might not have been looking. Okay. Classics. A Feast for Crows. You're on a deadline. So maybe not classics. Circe. You might know her story already, as Odysseus tells it. But in this modern retelling of Greek mythology, the tale of the sorceress on her island gains a whole new depth. How about this one? Okay. This looks like you've managed to surprise them with an unexpected pick. Oh, Circe really tickles my imagination. They'll try this one and keep shopping. Alright, that's good. Oh, it's this guy again. What's the latest headline? I'm looking for possible holiday destinations. Discovering the greater Bookstone region is one of my all-time favorites. Get a glimpse into the most unusual bookshops around the world and fall in love with their proprietors' passion for the trade. I might be biased, but if you ask me, this love letter to weird and wonderful bookshops is only missing one entry. Yours truly. Holiday destinations. Don't have a lot of travel books right now. Traditional building techniques, upgrading and repairing PCs. Newtonian physics for babies. What else do I got? Frank Lloyd Wright. prairie houses to the Guggenheim Museum, this architect had range. Professor Elephant proposed a critical framework that imagines another future for disabled and queer bodies and rejects the idea of disability as a predetermined limit. Le Corbusier. A comic book with recipes? How about that? The bookshop book is giving me wanderlust. Successfully recommend 3 books in a single day. Hell yeah. Alright, so that went pretty well. Oh, we're out of classics. We sold out of our classics. Have a good one. Alright, that was a pretty successful day. Thursday, summer the 4th. Saturday market bigger than ever. Organizers expect record turnout thanks to perfect weather conditions. At our town's ongoing flea market in time, weekend visitors can once again browse, haggle, and buy to their heart's content. Stalls will offer a variety of vintage clothing, artworks, plants, homewares, records, and more, but whether visitors will get a fresh selection of books remains to be seen. Staff tip turning up between 9 and 11 a.m. will guarantee the best bargains. Okay. You found a character entry. This page allows you to find out more about the characters you meet. Hi, Minvan. Yeah, I loved the demo, and then I saw that this was on sale in a bundle with discounty, so I bought both games. So I'm going to end up streaming them both. But I've been thinking about Tiny Bookshop for a while, and when I saw that they were both in the bundle, I was just like, today's the day. I'm going to buy it, and I'm going to play it. Yeah. Yeah, it was a really nice score. I shared it in a handful of the Discords. But yeah, it's like $35 for both of those games, which is like I think like 10% less than buying them individually. But yeah, it's a good score. This page allows you to find out more about the characters you meet. Started both and have too many games to play, haven't been back. I'm trying to scratch 1 or 2 games off at a time to focus on streaming. So this one and Discounty are going to be 2 games that I want to start focusing on. I do have to finish The Eternal Die though, but that's a roguelite and it's kind of hard to get through a roguelite all the way through for me. Just because I'm not that good at them. I love them, but I've been playing Hades and I have yet to beat Hades yet. Sometimes characters will have requests for you to fulfill. Pick up all of Tilda's items at the cafe. You can check up on them here to track your progress. Check by Tilda's old bookshop and pick up all 5 of her moving boxes outside. Travel from Brewy, that from the cactus. Okay. Thank you. I appreciate the lurk. I hope you have a good day. Yeah, we're gonna go back to the cafe. Definitely need to restock with classics. Let's get some crime in there. We definitely need more travel. Oh, we've got plenty of kids ones. There, I think that's probably good. Maybe. What if we just focus on... Whoops. What is it? Classics, dramas, and travel. So I think we should have those be the top selections. Just because it seems like that's what wants to sell the most in this area. New request. Delivery for Tilda. Bring Tilda's old stuff with you to the flea market on Saturday. She might finally be satisfied after that. Wow, this stuff is bulky. You won't be able to carry much else. While active, plus 10 to daily expenses. What's up? I'd love to read something to do with real life. I need to be whisked away by a good travel book. I hope it's not too much of a bother. You are in luck, because I stacked the shit out of the shelf with, Oh! Published in 1984. I remember you saying this was one of your classics. Oh! Discovering the greater Bookston region is giving me wanderlust. Yeah, you mentioned yesterday that you love this book. And I happen to have a copy. I love the Othello. I loved the... There's a Othello movie? Cheerio. Yeah, I did read this, okay. Used school books. Good for general knowledge. I gotta be careful not to overspend. What's up? Hi there. I want travel inspo. I really enjoyed Round Luxembourg with Brooke. Okay, join rising Instagram star Brooke Travels on an adventure through Luxembourg as she explores, shares delicious recipes, and provides a refreshing take on travel and lifestyle. Okay, something similar to that. Book-inspired recipes. Need I say more? When best-selling romance authors team up with chefs to create their own dishes. Architecture in Britain. Cook Korean, a comic book with recipes. That might be a good pick. An open letter to the West. Learn all about the Japanese values of teaism and let them enrich your life. One of the great English tea classics that bridges the gap between the spiritual... How about this one? Ooh, 1,000 Places to See Before You Die sounds like a fun trip. And it's a perfect match. Ah, you must be that person Tilda has told me about. I see a small collection of classic books here. Good. I am Miriam Debevoise. Welcome to my cafe, the Liberté. You should know it has been family-owned for about 200 years now. Throughout the years, the Liberté has hosted our history's greatest minds. From writers to revolutionaries, they all met right here. But surely you have done your own research into this town already. Either way, I have to get back to my customers. Goodbye. Good afternoon. Oh dear. You know, you don't have to bring those boxes with you everywhere, don't you? It is perfectly fine to leave them in storage until Saturday. I only need them at the flea market. But thank you for being so considerate. I appreciate the gesture. Well, I also didn't want to just leave them in front of the doorway. What's up? Hello, dear. How have you been? I want something with a romance plotline. Classics are my absolute favorite. I must request another one. Okay. A romance plotline? Valperga might be a good pick. The Anne of Green Gables. Feisty orphan girl you can't help but love. This charming children's classic. The Canterville Ghost. Jane Eyre. This intimately narrated story of the winding life of Jane Eyre touches on many social issues present in Victorian England. Her story is fraught with twists and hardships, but ultimately leads to love. How about Valperga? Unconventional, but you can't go wrong with a classic like Valperga. Where's the stamp one? Oh, it's right here. Yeah, classics and travel are huge. Nice. Friday. Store in town center sits empty. Former bookshop cleared out after Sanklin's retirement. Many of our readers will have fond memories of what the Bachhandel and Antiquariat at 4 Cereal Plaza, where Tilda Sanklin's doors were always open to comfort you with the perfect book. And while the 76-year-old has been happily retired for a few years now, it still feels like the end of an era to see these doors come to their final close. Can Buxtonbury's new mobile book follow in her impressive footsteps? And what will happen to this prime spot at Cyril Plaza? Tilda Sanklin interview on page 7. Buxton University announces tuition hike. Student council walkout controversy ensues. Meet Tilda at the cafe. You rolled up to the cafe as Tilda requested. Whoops. Weekly flea market. Where is the flea market at again? It's like in a specific area, isn't it? In time? More travel and classics. Right? Travel, classics, and fantasy. Okay, we're fully stocked. Oh yeah, we already read all that. Hey, it's working again. Thank goodness for municipal maintenance. It's the lighthouse. This lonely tower lights the way along Buxtonbury's coast. Visit the lighthouse. Visit Buxtonbury's iconic tower up on the cliffs for the first time. Okay. Can probably sell books there too. Have a look, matey. Whoop. Retirement. Retirement is the best, and I collect outdated books. And I tend to read lesser-known works. Also, I don't mind a dry book. Lesser-known ones? Beowulf? Collect outdated books? In lesser-known works. Outdated books. Traditional building techniques. The Search Avatar The Last Airbender, number 4 through 6. The Magic World. The Last Battle, Chronicles of Narnia. That's another one I need to read. In this steampunk classic, a group of scientists around. Outdated books? Like what? You don't mind a dry book. Maybe this? I'm a bit surprised, but I must be the only one. But I must be the only one with that book. Alright, I guess he liked that. I didn't know Edith Nesbit wrote this. Need a rescue. What's up? What's the scuttlebutt? I can handle a bit of horror. Also, I'm not put off by outdated books. The Telltale Heart is one of my all-time favorites. A bit of horror, huh? Macbeth, Crime and Punishment, Beowulf. A bit of horror? Not put off by outdated books. gunslinger. The last gunslinger's treacherous search for his ancient adversary leads him across an alternate reality. Path of monsters, demons, and sacrifice lead to his ultimate destination, the Dark Tower. Hiking trails in Buxton Bay. Get lost and find yourself amidst the stunning natural beauty of Buxton Bay's secret hiking trails. Stunning coastal vistas await around every corner. Do I really have any horror books, though? How about this? Okay. Looks like you did not manage to find something for this person. For now, they're done shopping, but maybe they'll come back another time. Oh, I guess I could have just said I'll come back tomorrow. Hello, dear. I can't help but think back to my youth whenever I look at you. I'm sure you haven't had to spare even a thought on retirement yet, but let me tell you one thing. Make sure you have some very good friends and as many things to do as possible, or you will be bored. I myself volunteer for the town council, where we organize events and community outreach. I read and game and even attend the occasional concert or exhibition. Yet still, nothing compares to the hustle and bustle of a bookshop. It is also tiring, yes, and I knew I couldn't go on doing it forever. But as soon as it was gone, my life became too quiet. Which is why I like to have your fetching little shop around. Now, let me find another pastime in your shelves. Hello, dear. I like a book that doesn't take itself too seriously. And I'm a huge fan, and I'm a huge crime story fan. Fake is one of my all-time favorites. When Rio becomes a detective in New York, he is partnered up with the American D, who soon reveals his feelings for Rio. Fake is a lighthearted romantic comedy series for all BL manga fans with 90s nostalgia. Sixteen heirs must pair up to solve the mystery of eccentric millionaire Sam Westing's last will and testament, all to win his vast fortune. Puzzle along as the twists and turns of this clever case unfold. Oh, Westing game. This case sounds fascinating. Nice. Hey, I'll just pick out a new book if that's okay. Enjoy the rest of your day. And let's hope the nice weather holds up until Saturday. Everyone's counting on it for the flea market. Yeah? And that would be tomorrow, right? Today is the weekly flea market. Iconic Cafe celebrates 200 years. City awards owner with touching tribute. A family-owned coffee shop has thanked customers and staff in a small anniversary celebration this week. Café Liberté, a mainstay of our town center, has been serving the city for 200 years since its foundation in the early 1800s. It quickly became one of the city's most iconic spots, drawing in creatives and revolutionaries alike. Attending city officials and prominent townsfolk commended owner Miriam Devoir for her efforts in preserving Buxtonbury's history with touching speeches. Meteor showers expected tonight. Keep your eyes on the sky from 11 to 3 a.m. All with at least 700 pages. Wizards and Wishes. The flea market, the place to be for all those selling used items and happy shoppers. To happy shoppers. Visit the flea market, antiques and vintage. Get ready to haggle at Bookstonberry's cozy flea market. Don't forget to bring Tilda's boxes. Wait, this whole time have I been able to set her boxes aside? I have been. Oh, it was distracting? Okay. To the flea market. Probably classics and travel. Maybe some kids' books. The thing is I don't really know what sells here yet, so we're gonna have to play around a little bit. Art dealer. Bonjour. I have no money. Hey, you seem like the bookish type. I can't seem to get rid of this thing. Do you want it? A typewriter? Classic sale chance, daily +1 to daily expenses. Activatable. It's in good condition and all. I don't know, it just seems cursed. You got to know one of Bookstonberry's most beautiful community hubs. Antiques and vintage. Oh my gosh, you're the bookshop owner. I love your wagon so much. It's so cute. I'm Anne. It's so nice to meet you. Welcome to the flea market. Wow, looks like you're swarmed with customers. I hope you still had some time to look around, though. Would you like some plants for your shop? I feel like they'd fit so well with your vibe. I don't have any money right now. Lovely. Thanks for stopping by. Classics probably sell pretty well here, though. Ah, good to see that you found our little flea market. Oh my, thank you kindly for your help, dear. I can finally get rid of this clutter now. New memory, deliver for Tilda. You delivered Tilda's old bookshop furniture to the flea market. She's offering them at a reasonable price. I'll set up my little stand over by the old cannon then. Come by if you want to have a look at what was in those boxes. It could even be useful for you. Where is she set up? What's up? Hi, you're the highlight of my route. I need a new travel guide. Niche books aren't usually my cup of tea, though. I'm a huge fan of books like Hiking Trails in Bookston Bay. Just so it happens I have that book on hand. Oh. Alright, that didn't go well. What? Look at this dope little shop. Hi, mate. I read about you in the paper. Such a cool place you've got here. My name's Klaus. I work at the Mega Marché at the moment. Have you been there yet? It has an awfully big car park. I'm sure no one would mind if you made a stop there from time to time. Mega Marché, a busy supermarket serving the community. Going shopping. Maybe there will be some good deals. Visit the supermarket 3 times. How are you? Having a good summer? Yeah, it's chill. Cool, yeah, mine too. Have you had some time to check out the local music scene? I mean, it's not huge, but we've got some cool bands here and there. Like, I'm in a metal band. Don't know if you're into that sort of thing, but we're called Silence Libri. Alright, I'll check out your books now, but I'll see you later, yeah? Adios. Sorry, I'm in a bit of a hurry. I quite enjoy plays. Also, if there are less than 200 pages, that's a plus for me. Well, I happen to have Macbeth here. Oh, excellent. Very theatrical. Yo, what should I get? Gotta get some inspo. I want something in a historical setting. I like niche books for the most part, and also I'm not put off by dry books. Historical setting. Historical setting, huh? How about Jane Eyre? Now that's a surprising treat. I like that it deals with the past. Damn. Travel guides and classics are flying off the shelves. Oh, there's more. Small bench. I don't have enough. Where did she set up her... She didn't even set up her shop. Oh, she's over here. Now, I assume what I had in the old shop might be of particular use to you, since you're also in the book business. Why don't you have a look? Fits 8 books. And it's paintable. Stepladder. Plus 7% to kids' sale chance. Plus 2% or plus 2 while there are at least 5 kids' books in upper shelves. Plus 7% to kids' sale chance. While equipped, plus 2 coins daily expenses. I can't really afford any of those right now, but congrats to 1 year, Fern. Bookstore Review staff recognizes their outstanding contributions. Our dear editor Fern has just reached a milestone, 1 year of writing for the review. Our paper was changed for the better when you arrived on the scene for your internship, and since then we have been graced with such awesome insights into this little town of ours. Writing articles is hard. I don't know how you manage to do manage to do it every day, so hats off to you, Fern. Enjoy your surprise at the office this morning. Buxtonberry Review Fundraising Drive. Support your local small-town paper. Wow. Looks like you've just equipped an item that you can activate. Check it out in your item bar and give it a try once you've got it set up. Allows you to write. Oh. Closed on Sundays. Shopping list, thermal paper, toilet roll, and snacks. Don't forget your sunscreen. We should go back to the waterfront. Sell 20 books to the local sailors. So what is this, just what's selling right now? So we want travel books, classics, and fantasy? Is that what we want? Whoa! You have an item with you that you can activate. Check your item bar and give it a try. Typewriter. Blank page, huh? Looks nice and pristine like that. I probably shouldn't write on it just yet. Yeah, it's better left empty rather than writing just anything. I'll come back with some ideas tomorrow. Interact with the typewriter. Your big debut. Get to work on your typewriter and finally start that book you've always wanted to write. Oh, at the flea market? Get to work on your typewriter. Oh, they might not have active quests, I guess? Alright. What's up? Tournament is the best. I could really use something political. I like historical settings, and I like philosophical books. Philosophical. I mean, Crime and Punishment is pretty up there. Historical setting. Okay. Well, I just scared him off. Hey there. Oh, wow, look at that fantasy selection. I dropped in today hoping to find a new book. I'm nearing the end of a 10-part series I really like. It's... never mind. It's embarrassing. Anyways, I could use some advice on what to read next. Okay. I can't live without sci-fi, and I can only commit to something with less than 200 pages. I can't get enough of At the Earth's Core. I hope it's not too much of a bother. You like sci-fi? Only commit something with less than 200 pages. Star Wars meets Game of Thrones, this 9th entry in the Saga series of graphic novels, explores fake news and genuine terror in an epic sci-fi setting. Prepare for a heartwarming tale of tragic twists. How about it? Oh, this concept sounds cool. How did you know I was looking for something like Saga? You told me. This is great. Thank you. I look forward to starting it today after work. But how about you? Are you an avid reader? Absolutely. I had a feeling. That surely helps in your line of work. I'll take another look at your shelves now then. Talk to you later. That's a new personal best. I could use a new cookbook. I'm a fan of books like Kitchen Rules for Your Family and You. Spice up your family's kitchen adventures with a delightful guide from cooking tips to family bonding. Discover the recipe for a happy home. I did have something. How about around Luxembourg with Brooke? Catching carps. Let's try this one. Marvelous! I love experiencing different cultures through food. Ah, yes. I heard you've made the acquaintance of my Mary. She has a great sense for business, much more than I've ever had. It runs in the Debois family. You know, the Liberté has been with them for 2 centuries. And Miriam has always managed to stay on top of those decades of paperwork while still working out front with the customers. It's quite the incredible feat, although she has enough employees that she would do well to rely on a little more. But I think she has a hard time letting go of the reins, so to speak. Refuses to speak of retirement at all. But who am I to tell her what to do? I gave up on that years ago. Well, maybe it's something I can help with. Show off your catch. Sell 20 books to the local sailors. Impressive catch you got there. Or Walt, probably. Well done on those sales there. Seems like I underestimated you. Now, if you truly want to stay afloat around here, you're going to need this. A life buoy. A literal lifesaver. While equipped, plus 2% to travel chance, minus 10% danger. Us sea folk, we love a good decoration or two. So if you want to garner a little respect round here, just have to show us your maritime side. Equip 3 maritime decorations. And if you're seaworthy enough, you might even get an invite to the fish market next Wednesday. I'm sure I got some knickknacks left over if you want to have a look. Cheers then, matey. No fact? Okay. Bookstore's love of books. New Tiny Bookshop sparks passionate discussions. Mere days after their arrival on the scene, the mobile seller has Bookstore's literature scene abuzz. But what makes for a pleasant browsing experience? According to Tilda Sankland, former bookstore owner, the secret lies in the selection. The more books that match a customer's tastes, the higher the chances they will find what they are looking for. For those readers who might not yet know what to look for, the review recommends seeking assistance of your local bookseller. Mixed book bundle, got no space for these. Okay, so they want more fact ones too. Alright, let's go back down to the waterfront. How about it? Wait, I don't have 3 of those. Alrighty, here we go. Fine, I know you're thinking thoughts. Let them out. Death, dying, mortality. We will all die someday. With each tick of the clock, that day grows closer. What will I have left behind? Okay, a bit dark, don't you think? But I can make it work. We'll slap on a happy ending, yeah? I heard you gave Tilda a hand with your clearing out of her shop, did you? I'm sure she appreciated that, but you know, maybe you can also check in on her from time to time. If I know Tilda, she'll have a hard time letting go. Always been that way ever since I've known her. Okay. Damn, I thought I already equipped a 3rd thing. What's the catch of the day? I heard the nonfiction here is good, but I'm a traveler. I like reading about real places. Alright. About how many castles in 7 days? Stephen is a fan of castles, and he always manages to visit one wherever he travels. On his effective quest to see the most castles in only 1 week, Stephen compares the Czech Republic, Thuringia, and Wales in this hilarious travelogue. I never would have looked there. How many castles in 7 days sounds fascinating. Why is that so low?
Wow.
Wow. Hey Dex, how's it going? If you're ever in need of some fresh local goods, you know, there are other markets besides that dreadful Mega March. Or Mega Marché. Kind of tired, but I'm good. I ended up getting this with a bundle with Discounty. Nuggies, how's it going? Good to see you.
Pizza time.
Hero of Time, hello. Thanks for the follow, dude. How was I not following? I don't know. That happens to me a lot, though. Y'all know I gotta be hanging. I ended up getting this in that bundle with Discounty, and I really, really wanted to play it, so I got this in Discounty for my wife a little while ago, and she loves them. I recommended this to my fiance because she's a librarian and a big book reader, and we have a family Steam library. So now that I bought this, she'll be able to download it and play it, which is nice. No, don't worry about it. We're all in like the same communities. It's sometimes we forget we're not following each other, and we don't even notice until we pop in at some point. Anslo, how's it going? Hope everyone's having a good day. Always wanted to be a librarian. I think you have to go to school for it. Not to work in a library, but to be like the actual librarian. As weird as I usually just click follow so I can check Twitch randomly and see everybody, so what the fuck? That's what I do too. And then I forget that I'm not even following half the people in those groups. Both those games look amazing. I haven't gotten to them though. There's too many games. Oh my god, tell me about it. 1 year older today, so I'm feeling old. Oh, is today your birthday? Happy birthday. What the fuck is library scientist? It's like all like record keeping and research and resources and stuff. Yeah, happy birthday, Dex. We have our flea market, of course, but you should also drop by the fish market sometime. You won't necessarily find the most exotic seafood, but our Walter and the other fishers are making sure the local sea life populations are kept in check before they go out of balance. It's essential for the ecosystem of the bay, I hear. Don't think the Megacorp people would care about that, do you? Anyway, it's a good market. You just have to get used to the smell a bit, dear. I usually prefer nonfiction, and I wouldn't mind learning about a new hobby. Do you have anything like dinosaurs and other prehistoric life? Anything on board today? A collection of over 90 prehistoric plants and animals, stunningly illustrated by Angela Rizza and Daniel Long. In this remarkable guide, readers of all ages may find their new favorite fossil. Okay, so you want something similar to this. Aubrey Gordon. What we don't talk about when we talk about fat. I kind of want to read that. By the way, most if not all of these books are real books. Like, I literally have Crime and Punishment in this shop, and Treasure Island, Emma, Canterville Ghost, Journey to the Center of the Earth. I sold 1984 to someone earlier. That's a book that I've been reading, and god damn, is it a scary book to read right now. The man behind the masterpieces explores the life and artistic vision of the legendary sculptor and modern art icon in this series of interviews, presented alongside marvelous black and white photographs of his life's work. An insight into the forgotten anecdotes of history, which was hugely popular in 1953 and still makes for an entertaining read. However, most of these historical theories have since been disproven. How about this one? Really? Not a fan of that one? Alright, whatever. Plus 5% fact sale chance. What's up? So, dear, anything I haven't read yet? I tend to enjoy the classics. I wouldn't mind getting into something more sophisticated. Helene is one of my all-time favorites. Anything you haven't read yet? If you like all the classics, the Odyssey's not going to be one that you're going to want to read. Oh, maybe I don't have the Odyssey. I thought I did. Oh, I do have it. Okay. Romantic interpretation of the Iliad, Helene. A 16th century version of Helen of Troy has the chance of forever change the trajectory of her life and love. An historical play and a St. Buxton classic for a reason. Austin. Socialite Emma is very confident in her matchmaking skills, but when will she learn that not everyone appreciates her meddling? How about this? Whoa, everyone's been telling me to finally read All's Well That Ends Well. Okay. Works for me. Okay, I think that's everybody. Bookseller continues to sell books. An update from our local bookseller. Yesterday at the Waterfront Square, our local bookseller sold those for a total of 26 after expenses. 26 gold. We're looking forward to seeing where our bookseller will head next. Tomorrow is the Waterfront Fish Market. Oh, you know what? I needed to add another, I thought I had 3. Oh, maybe I don't. Alright, what were we up to? Hi, Cooper, how's it going? Welcome in. We back. We definitely had some quests or something. Hold on. Oh, the flea market's not opened. What if we went to the beach? It's kind of expensive to go here, but... Alright, we need to get a little bit of variety here. Okay. We need to make some money to buy... If we go to the flea market next week, we can get that basket that Tilda was selling. Whoa. Pretty sure it's made of plastic. Well equipped, plus 4% to crime sale chance, minus 2% to kid sale chance. Pretty incredible view. Excuse me, could I get a book, please? Do you have anything educational for kids? It's for schools. Or it's for school. I really enjoyed Troglodytes Don't Bite. Yep, I already finished that, the last one. Educational books for kids. A collection of over 90 prehistoric plants and animals, stunningly illustrated by Angela Rizza and Daniel Long. In this remarkable guide, readers of all ages may find their new favorite fossil. How about this one? Yippee! Dinosaurs and other prehistoric life makes me feel all nostalgic. You're a kid. How are you? Okay. Never mind. Not going to go there. How can a kid be nostalgic? They haven't had enough time to build it. What? I'm already 8 3/4. I'm too old for kids books. But all right, I'll check it out, I guess. You just said you'd like it. Make up your mind. Thanks for letting me read here, by the way. My name is Harper. I'm going to be back soon, okay? Bye. All right.
Wow.
Ahoy! Welcome to Buxtonbury's famous beach. It's nice to have you here. Such a great spot, don't you think? I've already seen some people with your crime and fantasy titles in hand.
Wow.
Gosh, you're doing so well. Alrighty, I'll finish up my run for today. Cheers. Get to know the beach by visiting it 3 times. Right, listen up. I've got the perfect heart-wrenching moment for the second act. As I lay on the bed and studied the wallpaper on the ceiling, I asked myself, was everything we had a lie? And if so, could I believe in that lie a little longer? Huh? What do you mean it's wordy and obnoxious? Look who's the expert now. But alright, guess I'll revise by tomorrow. The invasion. At the next flea market, I want to buy the basket that Tilda was selling, because then I can carry more books. I'm looking for a book that suits my interests. I want to read something dystopic. I love manga. I love manga more than anything, and also I usually enjoy a good sci-fi story. Okay, so sci-fi, manga. The lesbian vampire story you didn't know you needed. The classic gothic horror novel. Details... Okay, that's just a novel. I mean, that's a graphic novel. Maria Stewart, Titus Andronicus, Rosa Versailles. How about Starstruck? Try this one. Alright. Oh. Which one is your favorite? I'm sorry, I have to pick up my kid in a bit. I want something short and sweet, but I won't read it if it's super dry. How about this? Amazing! Finally something short and sweet to read. You're welcome. That one was a bit easier. There's a lot of books in this game that I'm going to end up wanting to read. I have Crime and Punishment on my reading list. I'm so not a reader. Part of me wishes I was. I stopped being a reader for a good while. And now that I have a bookmark, I just have this long ass list of like books on my Amazon wish list that I was interested in reading that I never got around to. But now that I have a library card, I can just request them at no cost. So it's gotten me inspired to read a little bit more. I'm almost done with this one. It's called Airborne. It's about the history of discovering airborne illnesses and stuff like that. The last chapter is talking about the COVID pandemic. So that's been one hell of a one train wreck after another. But anyway, but it's like a history of the discovery of the science behind it, and the consequences of not listening to it. I'd have gotten a degree in library sciences. Hooking up folks with books they'll love is so much fun. That's what my fiance does. Well, she's more of an administrative role now, like a management role, but library science is what she went to school for. She loves books. She comes home with books from her library basically every day. At least once a week. I wish I could read as fast as she does, but I'd be able to get through so many books on my list. Yeah, she loves it. She loves working in libraries. Damn, I operated at a loss yesterday? We do have new stuff in here. Oh yeah, the skull. Yeah, visit the beach 3 times. Yeah, the maritime stuff. Vintage science books. Holy shit. My mom zooms through books and then sells them back to half price books and buys more books with that money. Yeah, I just got a library card so that I can just borrow books and games. Actually, I borrowed Hades from the library to start playing it, and then I bought it when it was on sale on PSN to continue playing it. Yeah, smart way to go about it. Listen here, matey. I appreciate you dropping by and wanting to visit the waterfront, but today's not the time. We're having our fish market here, and it's invite only. You got that? Come back when you've shown a bit more maritime spirit, eh? Oh, I want to sell my books. I don't think I've got anything to sell you today. Oh, from Grumbling Sailors? Yeah, they're not happy that I'm here, apparently. What's the catch of the day? I really need a philosophical book right now, and I quite like the feeling of a heftier book. I really enjoyed The Origin of Species. She had 2 large shopping bags to sell this time, so she was visiting. Always brings books here to sell instead of her own time, and got like $55. Damn. Charles Darwin's groundbreaking research on natural selection became one of the founding texts of modern biology and science. His discoveries were used to argue against his creationist belief system and created the grounds for a new study of evolution. You like a heftier book, huh? Probably want a more science book. Entangled Life, How Fungi Make Our Worlds Change Our Minds and Shape Our Futures. How about it? God damn, I'm terrible at this. I wanted a book, therefore I am, and I doubt your selection. It doesn't help that these sailors really just don't want me here. Okay, I'm selling pretty okay. Not very maritime, is it? You're still buying books from me. Hey mate, nice to see you again. Mind if I hang around a bit? I need to do some writing. You know how I told you about my band? Yeah, well, I wanted to work on a concept album while our bassist is away. But it hasn't been going super well. I even took some time off work to focus better, but I'm just absolutely out of ideas here. Like, it's been weeks and I got nothing. I'm starting to get a bit stressed, to be honest with you. Don't want to disappoint everyone. Got any ideas for me, mate? Song about getting drunk? Song about heartbreak? Nah, mate. Romance isn't really my thing, so I wouldn't know anything about that. I want more of a prog rock thing going on. Like, the whole album needs to tell a story. Okay. Need to help him get inspired. Well, I'll have another think about it, alright? Peace out. That is how I learned that life is what you make it. And I had really given it my best try. I can't technically cry, but it's a real tearjerker, right? People are gonna eat it up. Your big debut. Interact with the typewriter. Hey, a book! And there's always room for improvement, right? Hey, Bookman, Mr. Librarier. How's it going, man? Welcome in. Your very first manuscript. Dark drama. This stack of paper can be turned into a real book. This will be the drama they'll still talk about about years from now. Suh, dude. Every time I have a sec to tune in, you're in BRB. Timing's already, or is always off, it feels like. With one final clack of the keys, the typewriter fell silent. Broken typewriter? My typewriter broke. Paperback writer, become an author. Hello, dear. Can I give you a word of advice? You will probably soon gather some regulars, people who will always return to your shop and who like to chat. In my experience, they always greatly appreciate it if you can remember some details about them. Maybe last week they told you about their hobby, or that their birthday is coming up. I recommend writing these things down in your journal. For example, young Harper is celebrating her birthday soon, and you know how important birthdays are at that age. I'm sure she'll be delighted if you give her your best wishes. Here, lend me that journal for a minute. I will fill in all the important dates I can remember off the top of my head. So now people's birthdays will show up? Oh, I did already read this. Alright, let's close up and get out of here, because the sailors weren't happy that I was here today. Meteor showers expected tonight. Keep your eyes on the sky from 2300 to 300. So I'm going to plan this Friday Silent Hill F stream with Frankfurter. I need to figure out we're going to remove this. Used book lot from a dissolved private collection. Dang. What day is it today? Thursday, summer 11th, year 1. Does anyone have a birthday today? Hold on. No. There's no day, there's nothing going on. Might as well visit the Mega Mart. Alright, we need to get some crime on here. Maybe a couple kids' books. Some drama. A few more crime novels. Okay. Want to help Klaus come up with a song? Try recommending books he likes and talking to him often. Gotta find him, though. I love the representation of people in wheelchairs in this. What's up? Shh, honey, we're talking to the bookseller right now. Okay. I'm looking for the next book in a series. Also, I'm a bit obsessed with crime novels, but I'd prefer a story without a plot twist. Prefer a story without a plot twist. Carrie White is mercilessly bullied by her peers and abused by her religious mother. But when an especially cruel prank is used to humiliate her, latent Next book in a series. The next book in a series of books. Could try Monster Volume 1. Yay, I love a juicy crime novel. Okay. That one worked out pretty well. Cheers. Oh, it's him again. I think. What do you need? I have to pick up my kid in a bit, and I could... Oh, you again. Also, I could get into a romance novel. Nothing too obscure. All's well that ends well. Sometimes a happy ending can be a woman getting the man she wanted, even if he's generally quite unpleasant. Shakespearean drama and confusion as it should be. Clash of Kings, no. I am intent on reading a play. Oh no. Feedback insights. Hopefully it isn't too bad. No. A play. I don't think I have a play. Also, I could get into a romance novel. Try not to give me much ado about nothing. A web of love, lies, and misunderstandings encircle four lovers. Laugh along as their lives get turned upside down in this punny romp about jealousy and trust. There we go. Hey there. I'm still on the lookout for album inspo. You don't happen to have a book that could help me out, do you? Usually prefer nonfiction, and I would tend to read lesser-known works. I'm a fan of books like Italian Villas in Their Gardens. 16 years before a famous novel, The Age of Innocence, Wharton publishes this scholarly travel book. It is a remarkably detailed survey of Italian garden architecture. I actually do have something similar to that. Shit. By train through Spain. Join this charming and colorful journey across Spain with Amerigo Marchesi as they hop on trains, capture stunning vistas, and uncover fascinating hidden gems. There we go. Hells yeah, by train through Spain seems dope. Thanks, mate. This is a massive help. I'll be back here soon. Alright, we got him one piece of inspiration there. Been looking for Shirley. Dang, that person just bought a shit ton. Crime books for sale and inspiring magazines? That actually sounds about what I need. It's cute that it's a trailer that's a bookstore. Yeah, Tiny Bookshop. Alright, I do want to go back to the waterfront square because I want to get... There we go. Some manga in there if you had one. There is some manga, I don't know how to pronounce it. In there somewhere. There's some graphic novels and stuff that show up. It's kind of random what books end up in there. You choose where to put genres, but then the books actually show up. The books really only show up when you need to get recommendations. I need to buy this stuff. Don't be a square, buy my buoy. Essential if you ever find yourself on the ocean. I need one more maritime themed item to be able to sell down at the fish market. Ah, quick, I need a hand. Sickly fern. A rescued plant given over into your custody by someone who would rather go unnamed. What? Oh, that was heavy. Thanks for the help. Look, you got to keep this all under wraps, alright? I know I just dropped a massive fern in front of you, but it's technically not mine. I kind of, stole it. I swear it was a rescue mission, though. Someone left it in my uni over the break with no one there to water it. So I couldn't exactly leave it there, right? Totally. It's not your property, though. Thank you. I knew you'd get it. Well, I'm sure it will be better in better hands with you. Fits in perfectly with your whole cozy vibe. Thanks again. I've got to run now. Cheers. Okay. Hopefully someone doesn't come looking for it. Oh, you're not going to buy books? You're just dropping this plant off for me? Dog. Hello. This little stray seems a bit hungry. Throw the dog a treat. Feed the stray. That stray you met seems really hungry. Why don't you throw him a bone or something? Would you like to pet the dog? Yes. Good morning. I still have a few book-selling essentials left over from the last flea market. I'd be happy for you to take them off my hands on the next one this Saturday. And if not, it's always a nice opportunity to browse for some items, isn't it? Don't miss it, dear. Bye-bye for now. I intend on doing that. Yeah, the flea market. Yeah, a lot of the books that you see on the shelf are real books. Hello, dear. I usually like books with plot twists. I wouldn't mind reading more female-penned literature, and it wouldn't hurt if it had a thrilling, gripping plot. Plot twists? Full Dark, No Stars. Death Note Volume 1? Mature reading. Death on the Nile? Eh. Oh, Agatha Christie. How about it? Amazing! I heard there's a shocking twist in Death on the Nile. Nailed it. Now I kind of want to read that. That sounds cool. There's a ton of books in this that I'm going to end up adding to my reading list at some point on my Goodreads account. What's up? That's a new personal best. Give me a fact book. And I like niche books for the most part, but I won't read it if it's super dry. Death on the Nile is a movie too? Hell yeah. Sheldrake. Merlin Sheldrake. Niche books. Entangled Life would be good. Or Richard Serra. The man behind masterpieces. Explore the life and artistic vision of the legendary sculptor and modern art icon in a series of interviews presented alongside marvelous black and white photographs of his life's work. Niche books for the most part. I think both of those would probably work. Let's try Entangled Life. Entangled Life? I'm not familiar with this topic yet. Perfect match. Perfect rec. Such a shame, though. He couldn't be sleeping outside. Or shouldn't be sleeping outside. I throw him a fish from time to time. I know he likes those. But I can't take him in unfortunately. I'm away too often on a catch. Anyway, here's what I've got today. I want the ore. Cheers then, matey. What's up? What's the catch of the day? I wouldn't mind learning about a new hobby. Don't shy away from handing me a sophisticated work, and I usually enjoy a classic piece of literature. It's a classic. Wants to learn a new hobby, though. No, that's a kid's book. No, that's not gonna work. Oh, okay. I appreciate a sophisticated title like Frank Lloyd Wright. Okay, I guess he liked that. Hell yeah. Adventures of a Wild Child. I loved the film adaptation. Good choice. Alright, time to wrap up. And then tomorrow's Saturday, so we're gonna go to the oh, I don't want to spend too much money. The flea market is today. Songwriting breakthroughs. Silence Libri. Frontman Klaus finds lyrical inspiration. I almost said irritation. Serious attic find. I'll take it. And we're gonna... Whoop. We're gonna remove some stuff. So we're gonna go to the flea market. Buy paintings, plants, furniture, and decorations. I just want to, let's put the table back. Probably the big plant. That'll bring the danger down. I'd like to get the typewriter fixed. It's broken now. Okay. Keep visiting this location to unlock. Okay. Off to the flea market. With it being Saturday. What sells at the flea market? Classics and travel. Wouldn't hurt to have some dramas in there. Ah, what are you looking for? I want that storage box. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Bonjour. Painting of a tower. A dinosaur among the trees. Ginkgo tree. Microscope? Plus 5% to fact sale chance. Gotta check out the atoms of a book or what? The atoms of a book? Oh yeah. I think it's mostly just there for decoration. Like you don't even really use it. I heard the nonfiction here is good. I'm a traveler. I like reading about real places, and also I wouldn't mind challenging myself to a really long read. I hope it's not too much of a bother. A fictional travelogue, self-described as not anything that could possibly be useful or instructive, but only a sense of what those centuries had to say, and a sympathy with their ways of saying it. An entertaining yet educational travelogue exploring a sunburned country, also known as Australia. Marvel about the country's people, history, landscape, flora, and fauna. How about it? Oh, I didn't know much about the cover, but Down Under is giving me Wanderlust. Wow, fake scientist in the bush. Wait, that's the same plant. Oh, okay. Flea market dealer, what else do you want? Just a regular toy doll. Spooky effects? Plus 15% to plant effects? Okay. And I guess I'll get the baby doll. Hey, there you are. I wanted to talk to you if you don't mind. Look, I'm a little embarrassed for getting you involved in my plant rescue scheme last time. I'm sure it must have been a lot to have some stranger hand you a big plant. Although it looks really good there. Maybe I did make one good choice that day. I have to admit I was feeling a little reckless. The long summer break just getting to me. How so? Oh, you know, I function best on routine, so whenever I have a long break from uni, I sort of, well, fall apart. Yeah. I don't know, just feeling a little irrational lately. But it's fine! All good. Once my plant science classes start again, it'll be just fine. Anyway, all of my friends are gone for the break. You know, fancy holidays on boats, planes, and the like. So that's probably why I can't stop babbling to you. Sorry about that. I'll leave you to it for today, yeah? See you around. Yeah, it's for sure a European game. I only want nonfiction. I absolutely don't care for books that try to give me life advice, though. Anything that goes well with Merlot? No one, yeah, no one says uni here. Nothing that tries to give you life advice? How about an encyclopedia? Okay, simple enough. Sweet. I hadn't heard of Encyclopedia Bookstonia Volume 4 yet. I mean, she wanted something very matter-of-fact, non-fiction, no life advice. It's like, okay, encyclopedia. That's the best I got for you. I remember the door-to-door encyclopedia salesman back when I was a kid. Yeah, me too. We did end up buying a few of them. They sat in my bookshelf and I never touched them. These days, I feel like I have such a broad interest in a bunch of different topics that I feel like an encyclopedia would be something worthwhile just to explore different things, and then if something really catches my interest, start looking at books for that. Hey, how's it going? How's it hanging? I still feel like something's missing in my writing. Have you ever tried the random, what is it, wiki.com.random or something like that? It's a link that you follow, and it's a random Wikipedia page. It's like Wikipedia:random or something like that. I still feel like something's missing in my writing. I need to figure this out, or I'll keep letting the band down. I tend to lean a lot more towards nonfiction, and I wouldn't mind something niche. Something niche nonfiction. Niche and nonfiction. She returned to the places she had once called home as a political ally in Italy's fight for independence. Hadid? Concrete light curves. This coffee table book is packed with some of contemporary architecture's finest works by visionary architect. Or gemology? How about that? Hells yeah. Gemology, a study in Ruby, seems dope. Thanks, mate. This is a massive help. Yeah, here, learn about gems. By the way, look what I found. I scored some really cool records at that stall back there. I haven't heard of any of these artists before. Maybe they'll give me some more ideas for songwriting. Now let's just hope my granddad's record player still does the job. Enjoy the market, alright? See ya. Nice. Holy shit. They're all clipping into each other. I'm gonna run out of books today. Holy crap! What the hell just happened? Kiki's delivery service! I guess so. Yeah, I'm like out of books. Talk to Klaus until he feels inspired. Oh, we did it. Right, we already did that. He doesn't really have anything. I think I need to go to the cafe more, where Miriam is. Still don't have enough for that storage box, though. Yeah, they kind of cleaned me out. Books and Berry Review fundraising drive. When is that? Oh yeah. For a total of 16 after expenses. That's because I bought a bunch of stuff, though. 27 books yesterday at the market. The Hanging Money Plant. Kind of want to come back here because now that I have there we go. Now that I have the 3 maritime items. Oh ho, look at your vessel. She's a real beaut now, seaworthy even. Stamp collected. Ship happens. Equip 3 maritime decorations. The sailors are happy with your decorations and decide not to sink your ship this time. What's your name? The SS Scampy. Huh? Are you sure about that? It's a bit unusual, but, well, why not? Very good. I'd say you're ready for our little fish market now. Come by Wednesday, kiddo. Maybe you'll find something to your taste. See you later. Who's a good boy? Yarr. So now we can come to the fish market on Wednesdays, probably buy some fish, and then we can feed the dog. Yeah, throw the dog a treat. Adopt the stray? I can adopt the dog? I'm looking for a piece of classic literature. I won't read anything under 450 pages. I'm interested to see what you'd suggest. Nothing under 450. A charming study of English provincial life with all its love, ambition, and scandal. Follow the lives of unforgettable characters in this literary classic. How about Middlemarch? George Eliot. Hope I find room for Othello. Oh, is she buying it? Sorry, 1 second. I'm gonna go grab my phone charger really quick. Oh, hi. Your shop looks so lovely today, although you could use a few more plants if you ask me. Can I ask, do you have a favorite plant? Garlic? Succulent? Oh, great choice. They make such good houseplants too. My tip, make sure to keep them warm and dry. Most of them are desert plants after all. Thanks so much for indulging me. It was so much fun to talk botany with you. I really needed that. We should do it again sometime, alright? See you soon. Alright. What's up? What's the scuttlebutt? What's the scuttlebutt? I'm looking for a non-fiction book. Also, I wouldn't mind a book that included animals. Botany in a day. The patterns method of plant identification. How about it? What's up? I want a book with a coming-of-age plotline, and I occasionally enjoy escaping with a good young adult novel? Coming-of-age plotline. I'm pretty sure I had one. I mean, there is The Lightning Thief, Percy Jackson #1. Pet Cemetery? That's not going to be it. Matilda? That's not really a coming of age, though. How about it? Perfect recommendation. Holy shit. Buying a lot of books. Yesterday at the... Yeah. Alright. Could get a coffee machine. Sorted poetry bundle? Thriller collection? We should check out the lighthouse. A couple more classics. Stamp collected. To the lighthouse. What have you learned about the mysterious lighthouse? Nothing. What is this? Crate of flowers. Wonder what you can see from here. Distant island. Maybe there's treasure on there. Or puffins. Yeah, there's an island out there. There's just sheep wandering around. The coastal wildlife of Buxton Bay. Most of the board is taken up with illustrations of coastal fauna native to the cliffs surrounding the lighthouse. There is the rock pipit, a small and unassuming bird with streaked grayish-brown feathers. This non-migratory bird likes to nest in cliff crevices and picks off small invertebrates from rocks or shallow water to feed. A greenish shore crab is pictured sitting in a shallow rock pool, carrying a piece of seaweed in its claw. The shore crab's color can vary from green to brown to red, with red individuals often being more aggressive. The only mammal you can see is the gray seal, its long snout peeking curiously out of the water. You can sometimes find seals on land whenever they are resting to digest their hearty fish diet. Seals share an ancestor with sea lions and walruses, but these cousins are not native to our area. Goodness, these sea babies look cute. Feels like you have to gain a whole appreciation for coastal critters today. Whoa! Hello. Interesting bookshop. I haven't seen you at the lighthouse before. This is normally a pretty hidden spot. So, you know, people here like to be left alone, but I promise having some books around couldn't hurt. Let me see. Do you have any good drama books? I'm always looking to add more stage plays to my collection. Sell 15 drama books at the lighthouse. Okay. I enjoy the odd romance plot from time to time. Also, I could go for a tragic story. I'm a fan of books like Helene. Helena? Or Helena? Helen? A tragic story. Odd romance plot. Ghost stories from the grave. Could go for a tragic story. Okay. That was an okay recommendation, I guess. Probably not the best one I could have recommended, but it's all I had at the time. Okay, so like, give me something tragic. I've got a soft spot for mysteries, and I wouldn't mind something like a thriller. I got you covered. Thank you, Slay. Oh, Harper! What's up? I need a comprehensive reference book. I wouldn't mind something niche, and I'm getting more into nonfiction these days. Yep, I already finished the last one. Okay. A comprehensive written book. Reference book. How about chemistry, the central science? Are you serious? So you wanted another encyclopedia, basically. Great tabletop inspo? Alright, that wasn't a terrible day. All books need to go. Library sale? Alright, let's head back to the cafe. Travel and classic. Get your books here. Oh, there's Harper again. Oh shit, I didn't stock the shelves with... more fact books. Oh, she still found some though. I don't know what to pick. You want more encyclopedias. Okay. How about the first volume? Okay. I'll make sure to save the encyclopedias for Harper. She likes her encyclopedias. Encyclopedia nerds. Yeah, look at her. She's buying all of my factual books. She just wants to... She reminds me of me. I just want to soak up everything I can. There you are. I have something prepared for you. Since it seems your business is doing well enough, I think it is time to welcome you into our circle. Does her greed know no bounds? She needs to absorb all knowledge. And then it's over for the rest of us. Am I about to be welcomed into a cult? You see, I'm the chairwoman of the Buxtonbury Local Association of Business Leadership and Administration. Oh shit, okay. We support each other in all small business matters, and Tilda and I agreed that you would be a good fit. However, before I can officially admit you, I must be sure that you can adhere to our standards. The pillars of business that uphold our association are not to be trifled with. Some of them have been in place since 1798, but we'll see if you can master them. Next time you come by to the Liberté, we will begin with our little business course. I will see you then. Goodbye. We're going to be welcomed into the group of local businesses. Hello, how is business? Bonus points if it was written by a woman, and I'm interested in learning about history. I'm a fan of books like On the Natural Flora of Buxtonborough. Okay. How about upgrading and preparing PCs? I'm just kidding. Oh, a John Green book. This revolutionary graphic novel uncovers the history of women who fought for their freedom on slave ships throughout the Americas. How about it? Wake will be useful. What's up? Did you just call me youngin'? Retirement is the best. I'm a history buff and I love love. So I need a historical romance. I can't get enough of Les Miserables. A historical romance? The Great Gatsby's somewhat historical. How about Great Expectations? These are kids' books. How about The Great Gatsby? Perfect. These books are selling like hotcakes. Holy shit. Oh, today's the Waterfront Fish Market. Grimdark set? That's on sale. I do kind of want to get this coffee machine. Because if I can start selling coffee, as well as books, and you gotta know your audience, am I right? Some more drama, some crime. Gotta have the classics. Some travel books. My, look at the SS Scampy sailing in today. Would you like to see my special offers? Yeah. Raw fish. Meeting done. Hell yeah. Pretty much work is over, just clocked in another hour. Hell yeah. Make sure not to leave that fish just lying around. Some of the gulls around here can be vicious. If you ask me, you should cook it sooner rather than later. It tastes best grilled or in a stew. But if you don't eat fish, maybe share it with our stray over there. I know he'll love it. That's the idea. Oh, hi. He's intently eyeing the raw fish. Yes, buddy, this is for you. Aw, he looks so excited. Seems like he enjoys the fish. Feed the stray. Throw the dog a treat. I never did find out the wee stray's name. So us sailors just look to calling him Behemoth. The land beast, you know? He sometimes listens to that if he wants, but he's a stubborn little bugger. Anyway, did you want to buy something? No, I don't. I can't really buy anything else. Someone's driving by with like a huge subwoofer, and it's shaking my house. Hello, hello. I'm glad I found you. I have a little something for you. A hanging succulent.
Yeah.
Ta-da! I got you your favorite plant. It will freshen up your shop even more. I wanted to do something nice for you since you did me such a big favor when we met.
Ah.
Make sure you hang it up, alright? I promise people will love it.
Ooh.
Oh, by the way, I have a fun/sad plant fact for you. Because of the whole photosynthesis thing, we tend to put our plants outside, which can be very nice. They might love that. But also when you put some houseplants into direct sunlight, they can get sunburnt, just like you. So watch out for any brown spots, yeah? I'll see you later. You need a quick read? I enjoy the odd romance plot from time to time. I usually go for books with happy endings, and I wouldn't mind reading more female-penned literature. How about this? What's up? I really like something with folklore elements. Also, I enjoy getting sucked into a really long book. Do you have anything like Inkheart? Inkheart. Pen and paper can bring characters to life, but what happens when they escape the page? Beginning of a fantastical and dangerous adventure into the world of a book for all ages. A really long book. Folklore elements. I don't really have anything right now. I mean, there's the Odyssey. Unconventional, but I love old folklore. Hey, I'm glad I caught you. Those books you got me have really been paying off. A new memory. An album for the ages. Walk those hollow halls of history? Oh, hell yeah. I didn't know historical books could be so metal. Finally have a rough draft together for the songs. I mean, I kind of hate them all, but... You know, that's a me problem. Just gotta get over my perfectionism and stuff. Actually, would you give one of the songs a listen? Since it was inspired by your book recommendations and all. Klaus's Demo. A garage recording of Silen's Library's soon-to-be hit. Sick. While this tape is playing, plus 15% to travel sale and fact sale, minus 10% other books. Yeah. Okay. Oh, nice. I hope it still works. Should be good enough to play tapes at least. Yeah. Let me know what you think, or actually maybe I'm not ready for the feedback yet. I'll get back to you on that. See you later, yeah? What's up? What do you need? What's the scuttlebutt? Pop science is a go-to of mine. Also, I like the feeling of a heftier book. I don't think I'm going to have a lot for you. I'm kind of running out here. I might have something tomorrow. Sorry. I mean, you guys are cleaning me out. Like, I only have so much. Harper, I don't know if I have any encyclopedias for you. Hey, he's following you. Seems like he really wants to stay with the bookshop. Would you like to take him home with you? Yes! Aw, he's excited. Stray dog. He used to live on a fishing boat, but now he never leaves your side. When successfully recommending a book, +2, while a quick +3 to daily expenses. Hell yeah! We got the dog! Now he just needs a proper name. We're gonna continue calling him Behemoth. Or we could call him Bailey. Nah, we're gonna keep going with Behemoth. Great, looks like he already responds to that. Good boy, adopt the dog. Adopt the stray, officially adopt the stray dog. Welcome to the Tiny family. Yay! We have the dog! Okay. Oh, is he wearing a little life vest? Alright. I think I'm going to wrap up stream there. I'm enjoying the hell out of this game, though. I want to play more of it so bad. But yeah, that's going to do it for stream. I think we're going to go find someone to raid. Oh, if you're watching this on YouTube at a later date, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next stream.